What's up, everybody? Welcome to BioWest 3 Raw TV. And tonight, let's fix this fucking camera and make that shit square. Tonight, we got some truth bombs for you. And I want to, right now, the reality that you may be living in right now, I'm going to give you an alternate reality. Because we're living in two realities at the same time right now. And I think one reality is very scary for people, and one reality is very free for people. People are free and people are not free. And I believe that there are two different realities happening right now at the same time outside your house. Now, the people that are scared, right? The people that are fearful, the people that have the thought process, okay, that coronavirus itself is the most deadly pathogen on the entire planet. It's going to, could have wiped out the whole planet if we didn't mitigate it. It was going to definitely take out like 80% of the population. And there are people out there right now that are pissed and telling people to wear masks and get vaccines. They're scared. They're physically scared still of what is happening a year and a half later after this pandemic started. And I point to the aspect that I don't wear a mask. I've traveled out of the country. I've traveled on planes. I've traveled to several states. I'm still here. I'm not dead, right? And when people point at me and they go, well, Jerry, you're just lucky, pal. You're lucky that you didn't get corona. I did get corona. Well, you're lucky that you didn't get it worse. Really? Because I have scarring on my lungs from pneumonia that I had when I was younger. Okay? I have asthma. I always have high inflammation because I'm always training and doing things that would cause the inflammation to go up. So therefore, I have things that absolutely would make me more prone to getting sick and dying from coronavirus. I have those things that make me have more of a chance of having a bad outcome from corona. Lucky, lucky, lucky. So you think I'm lucky that the most deadly thing in the entire world that's so contagious that we had to shut down the entire globe. The entire world shut down because of how contagious and deadly this thing was. You think I'm lucky? Okay, let me put it to you like this. I don't know a single person that has died from coronavirus. In the last 2 months, I have 3 people that I can think of right offhand that died of heart complications or heart problems. So I've had 3 times more people die around me of other things than coronavirus. How is that possible when the most deadly thing is out there in the public and people are out there in the public and they're not dying from it like the news was reporting? Let's think about that for a second, right? Now, I'll take myself and put it aside because I'm not a good example because I'm not you. So let me ask you a question. I have people that are, well, Jerry, I know somebody that died of it. Okay, and I'm sorry about that. But let me put a perspective on it you're not thinking about. How many people do you know that have died of coronavirus? Now, I know people that the max they've, I know a lot of fucking people, guys, I know a lot of fucking people around the world. I know a lot of fucking people that are in different areas in this country. People that I talk to on a regular basis, people that are friends of mine, people that are acquaintances of mine, followers that I talk to that send me emails and stuff talking about what we're talking about right now. How the fuck is it possible that the most deadly pathogen in the entire history of mankind that shut down the entire globe, the entire fucking globe, because humanity was going to be wiped out, and people know maybe maximum 2 people that died from it? Everyone that I've talked to knows less than a handful of people that died from it. So I know almost as many people that have died of heart complications in a month's time. And in a year and a half of the most deadly contagion ever, maybe 2 people they know died. How is that fucking possible? This thing's supposed to be so deadly that pretty much anybody that comes in contact with it is going to fucking die or kill multiple people. You don't wear a mask, you're going to kill multiple people. Well, then how the fuck is it that people in the entire world that I talk to, all over the world in different countries, including in America, know maximum of 2 people? If this thing was as deadly as they say it is, you would know so many fucking people that died specifically from corona that there would be no question. People like me would be putting on 5 masks. People like me would be putting on a whole fucking hazmat suit. People like me wouldn't be leaving their fucking house because they're so scared shitless after so many people. You'd know 50 people. You'd know 75 people that died of this thing. Now, that logic, how do you explain it? How do you explain people like me that know, and I'm not saying you watching this don't know anybody, but I'm saying many of you watching this are not going to know as many people spread out through the entire world that I do. How is it that I don't know one single fucking person that has died of this? I have had it. My 70-year-old mother had it, who smokes 2 packs a day, has high blood pressure, has terminal cancer, and has diabetes. How the fuck did she get it and got over it without any problems, just a little tired? This deadly killer disease. She should have been the first one who died of this. So I have seen things with my own 2 eyes, and I'm still here. The people that you're saying, well, you guys are the problem. You guys, this deadly thing, we're not wearing masks and we're still here with you to hear you yell at us. Think about that for a second. Just lucky, we're the ones going out in public without PPE. We're the ones getting on planes, flying places. I've been to other countries and flown back. No PPE. How the fuck is that? That's not luck. I'm exposed to it more than you are because I don't use the PPE. And I'm still okay. My mother, who has all these ailments, is exposed to it by going out in public, and she's okay. My uncle's okay. My wife's 2 aunts that got it in their 70s, they're okay. So tell me how the fuck it's possible that the most deadly thing in the entire world to humanity was going to wipe out humankind, right? So few people you know personally have actually died. Those numbers on the TV that we saw for months and months and months don't fucking add up. If you know one person that died, that's traumatic enough to you to look at those numbers and actually believe those numbers that were on TV. Ask people around you. If those numbers were accurate, people around you would know 10, 20, 30, 40 people that died. But they don't. 1, 2, maybe 3 people that they know. And the crazy part about it is every single one of those people that have died had some kind of ailment like my mom. Obesity seems to be the big one. High inflammation, which people like to say, well, no, Jerry, young, healthy adults. You don't understand what young, healthy adults are. When is the last time that person had a whole heart workup? When is the last time they had their inflammatory markers checked? It's not stuff that the doctors usually just check, right? So for regular checkup, they don't even check that. Until something goes wrong and the blood work shows that they need a more extensive testing, then they test stuff like the inflammatory markers and stuff like that, right? So these things are not popping up. These people are not completely healthy, right? They may be skinny fat. They may work out. They may have lung problems like me. You would consider me a health. I mean, look at the stuff that I do now. I eat organic. I do my cardio. I get enough rest. I drink enough water. I only drink water. I don't drink soda, beer, anything like that. I do everything. I've cut out aluminum out of my diet for my deodorants. I've cut out fluoride in my toothpaste, saccharin in my toothpaste. I drink water that's non-fluorinated. I mean, I do all these things now for my health, but in my past, I've been a heroin addict. I've been on steroids. I've been unhealthy. I've done all these things, partied, drank, all these things. So for me, the damage I've done to my body from the past, I would be susceptible. And I'm out there and I'm speaking to you right now because I'm still alive. So the reality is you're living in a reality where this deadly disease is going to kill anybody that it comes in contact with. And the stupid people not wearing PPE are dumb. And we're spreading it. If we were spreading it and it was killing people, we would cease to exist. We wouldn't be here. Right now, you don't see a death toll on the TV. You hear about cases. You hear about infections. You hear about breakthroughs. You hear about hospitals filling up. Because people are not dying. They can't say that anymore. People have caught on to the fact that 1 or 2 people dying in your life, I've known 3 in the past month. Right? So if you've had 2 people die of COVID in a year and a half, I've known 3 in the past month. You know how many people I've died of other causes in the last year and a half that I know? I had 2 uncles die within 2 months. So that's 5 people in the last year that I know that died not from COVID to your 2 that you've known in a year and a half from COVID. Think about those numbers. And I'm not an anomaly. I'm the average person. I'm the person that you talk to that doesn't know anyone that's died from it. And I'm sorry that people that are dying from this, their bodies were weakened in one state or another. This disease, absolutely, and I do believe it's a real disease. I believe it's a sickness. It exposes the weak, the people that have problems with their immune systems. Even if they look healthy or they've had a clean checkup, do you know when something shows up on one of your doctor visits from your regular general physical, how much has gone wrong with your body for something bad to show up in that? And what's the first thing they do? Send you to specialists for extensive testing for something else, because regular doctors don't know. They don't know about all the other shit that goes in the body that can fuck you up and make you not healthy and kill you. So these healthy young people have gone to a general practitioner, done a little blood work, got their knee hit with a hammer, looked down their throat, you're healthy. That doesn't make you healthy. They have no idea what's going on in your body because they don't test those other things. They only show up when they've gone so bad that you're finally in the stage where your body is breaking down and it shows up in regular blood work. So we can't even point to the fact, for a fact, that anyone, even one single healthy adult, has actually died from this virus. There is no proof of that. Every single one of these people had 1 to 4 morbidities. I'm sorry, this word fucks me up. Comorbidity. You know what I'm talking about. Fuck, I can't say this word. 1 to 4 morbidities. Fuck. They weren't healthy young adults. The people that you think are healthy young adults could have had 1 or more themselves, but haven't been picked up on regular blood work because it hasn't fucked with their bodies enough to show up. And they're not just going to specialists every month to have shit checked. So we're living in a strange time where the media itself has pushed an agenda for whatever reason it is. I'm not going to go conspiracy theory. Now, I agree that March 2020, we didn't know what the fuck was going on. And the shit that we saw that was happening in China and Italy, all these things scared the fuck out of us. But I can tell you, a year and a half later, if you're one of those people telling people to get vaccinated or you're going to die, or we're not going to return to normal, guess what? We're not returning to normal anyways. 2019 is gone. We will never be back to normal. There's a new fucking world, whether you believe it or not. There's a new world. If you're one of these people yelling at the mask, let me ask you a question. Those of you out there that think you're wearing the mask to protect other people, you really believe that? You believe that horseshit that was propagated on the news? So let me ask you this question, right? When my mom goes in public wearing her mask, is it because she's protecting other, and this is before COVID, is it because she's protecting other people so they don't get her cancer? No, she's protecting herself so that she doesn't get sick because she has cancer and her immune system is down. Those masks are to protect you, not someone else. That virtue signaling bullshit is over. It's done. Find another fucking cause. It's over. When you have a mask on and you sneeze or you cough, the force of that going through the mask, COVID goes right through that shit. And I mean, it stops nothing. So you can still affect other people wearing your mask. You thinking that you're stopping someone else from getting sick is so wrong that you can't even comprehend it right now. But if I'm standing 20 feet away from you and I cough and I'm not wearing a mask, the force of that will come out. But guess what? Your mask, by the time that thing floats to you and gets to you, that aerosol, that mask will stop that because the force is not there to push things through. That mask protects you, not other people. So those of you out there that think your virtue is by wearing a mask to protect other people, you're wrong. That's not the purpose of masks. And that is a completely made up bullshit thing that was made up for 2020. I know because my wife works in a hospital. She works at a level 1 trauma center called Fairfax and over here. And they wear masks not to protect other people. They may wear masks in surgery to not drop like fucking, you know, like if somebody has a mustache or something, they have a fucking thing on so hairs don't fall on the person, spit doesn't fall on there while they're talking, etc. They also wear goggles so when they blink their eyes, shit doesn't fall from their eyes into the patient either. They're covered head to toe. Those things are not to protect the people themselves, but they stop things from dropping in that are physical things. When my wife went into a COVID patient, they had a full-on rubber respirator with these fucking things on it. That was the only thing that stopped this person from getting it, and that person, meaning the people around them. Not these paper masks, not these fucking cloth masks, not the bandanas. So everything has been so twisted, I think that logic has been completely lost due to fear. Now my question is, who's propagating the fear? Who's creating the fear? Who's coming up with these blatant fucking lies that are scaring the shit out of people, separating people? It's insane. It's absolutely fucking insane. So, guys, remember, there's 2 sides to every story. But people like me are still here. People like me are not dying from coronavirus. People like me are getting sick and getting over it, and we have ailments. People like you are living in fear for no fucking reason. Now, you could be one of the ones that dies. You could be somebody that gets sick. You could be somebody that's totally fine and never gets anything. But the bottom line is what you're thinking, what you're believing is not true on the scale that you think it is. Now, by all means, wear the mask if it makes you feel better. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. But don't try to force other people into doing it based on not real science, fake science, virtual signaling, and propaganda given to you by the powers that be, which is our government, these doctors that are acting like a bunch of assholes. You're not going to be able to tell me anything different. Because I see with my own two eyes. I do my own research, not online on fucking Google. I talk to people in real time in real places and ask them fucking questions. I talk to actual doctors and ask them about the masks. Do they work? Do they not work? Real fucking people that won't speak up for fear of being censored. If it's the truth, what these people are saying, why would it be censored? Think about that. These people are speaking the truth and it's censored. This video will probably get censored, if not taken down. I don't know what's going to happen, but the bottom line is it's the truth, guys. It is absolutely 100% the truth that I'm sitting here talking to you that doesn't use PPE, that's been fined for a year and a half and traveled everywhere while you've been sitting in your fucking house scared shitless. Something to think about. Eventually, you're going to have to shit or get off the pot. You're even going to have to say, look, this virus is not going anywhere because it's not. The flu doesn't go anywhere. The stomach flu doesn't go anywhere. It's going to be here, right? The flesh-eating virus, which is fucking unbelievable. All you have to do is brush up against something and you can get that. You can go swimming in the water, in the ocean, and get the flesh-eating bacteria if you have a little cut or something, and it will fucking eat your body and not stop. That is real and it's around us all the fucking time, but you don't know that. If you knew the shit that was on the surface, if you knew the shit that was on your fucking phone, you would never touch your phone again. Deadly, there's more deadly shit on your phone than the coronavirus. But for some reason, this has been hyped and pushed and created into this big fucking boogeyman. And it's separating us. And at some point, many people are going to wake up and be like, what do you got, 2, 3, 5 years when I'm still here saying the same thing? You tell me it's still luck? Well, shit, I better play the lottery because I get the best luck in the fucking world. I don't believe it's luck whatsoever. I believe there's a lot more shit going on here than we know. And it's just something for you guys to think about. I'm not arguing with you. I'm not telling you how to think. I don't care. But I'm telling you right now, my perspective and my point of view is valid. I don't care what Fauci says. I don't care what Biden says. It is valid. Any scientist worth their weight in gold would look into what I'm saying and be like, yeah, what the fuck is going on? But the decision is yours. You can either eat the blue pill or eat the red pill. Regardless, it's good to have differences of opinion, but it's also good to look at facts and who's giving you those facts and why they're giving you the facts and what reason they could possibly have for giving you those facts or even creating those facts. It's time to start thinking, guys. It's time to wake up. God bless and Godspeed.